You know what design is not going to age well, and in fact wasn't good from the start, really? The 2021 iMac. Now, first off, I would have gotten a different color, except for I got this one for really cheap. It is a fantastic computer with a fantastic screen, but this design on the front is just not good. The back, beautiful, wonderful. The front, not good. When I first bought this computer, I was pretty happy with it. Then I felt like it was a waste of money. And then I've turned around on it again, I think it's really good. But it's not this unequivocal, amazing computer in the same way that the MacBook Pro is. So like breakfast, even this might be too much, man. You just need a little bit. You know, I truly love working in this room. This room is just a pleasure to work in. It's set up the way I like. It's got plenty of room. It's nice and bright and sunny. Love it. Come on. Why is it so easy to ruin your sleep schedule at night? It's just way too easy to stay up like 2 hours past your normal bedtime. The latest culprit is Fantasia. For those of you who don't know, this was made by the creator of Final Fantasy. It is basically a modern PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy. It's fantastic. It has music from the composer of Final Fantasy, Nobuo Uematsu, and I don't like the music. It's actually very disappointing, but the music is actually not very good. I don't like it that much. But the game itself is fantastic, and I was finally like, oh dude, I never finished part 2. Played it like all day yesterday. It was great. It's really hard. It's a very difficult game. Weren't these just covered in white blooms just like a day ago? It's all green now. Oh yeah, it was more like this. Now it's mostly green. I'm sure Andrew could explain it. Very nice cherry blossom season right now though. Lots of thoughts today. I used to be somebody who didn't care about resolutions and frame rates and all this other nonsense. But when you stare at video every single day, your eye just becomes more attuned to it. You pay attention to it more. You're not gonna be able to see the difference because this video is in too low of a frame rate, but I don't want to be somebody who notices that this is a 120 hertz screen. I mean, I do and I don't. I love high resolutions and I love high quality and I love brightness and I love high frame rates and all of this stuff. But it would also be really nice to be somebody who just doesn't even notice any of that stuff. And you can just be happy with whatever you have. Ignorance is bliss is a saying for a reason. I'm actually in a really good spot when it comes to music. I know enough music theory that I know what I'm doing to some degree, but I also don't know enough that when I listen to songs, I'm not dissecting them as I listen. I can still enjoy them as a layperson, even though I write a ton of music. Then again, I can still enjoy videos when they're in low quality. It's just if I had my choice, I would obviously always pick the better one. I mean, who wouldn't though, I guess. Okay, that'll do it for today's vlog. Let's roll into tomorrow right now. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mow this lawn at the lowest possible setting. I'm gonna make it so I don't have to mow it for like at least 2 weeks. We're getting that down to the bone. Okay, so the front yard took 21 minutes or so. The backyard will probably take about the same amount of time or longer. The regular AirPods, for whatever reason, these fit my ears perfectly. When these were first announced, I was like, these are the headphones of my dreams. These are the greatest headphones ever made for casual listening for me. Now, when the AirPods Pro came out, I was really excited because I was like, oh man, noise cancellation. I actually had them during my last trip to Japan, but they kept falling out of my ears. Not a lot, but enough that it was annoying. And at $250, I couldn't justify keeping them for things like mowing the lawn and riding airplanes. So I sold them, but there have been enough instances lately where I need noise canceling headphones. I don't need them to stay in perfectly, I just need them to stay in enough, which they do. Now that they are $175, you people have held me back long enough. I'm going to clown college! Pretty good in this car. What a change from my last car where every time I walked in I'm like, what is that smell? This smells like hot leather, which now that I've said that out loud does not sound good. Well, ran out of battery. I guess now we know that setting the blade too low uses a lot more battery. But we are pretty close to being done, so charge this bad boy up just for a little bit, we can go finish. For now, it is dinner time. Okay, do I think it's charged yet? No, I do not. Do I think it'll get me through the rest of the yard? Hopefully. Well, I'm not sure that cutting it short is actually gonna help me cut it less. I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna keep track of how many times I cut it this summer. How much time am I actually wasting on this? Although I will say that the headphones worked a treat. I love listening to podcasts. I don't consider that a waste of time. I consider that the whole point of having free time is to be able to listen to podcasts. What's interesting is that spending money is not just about the rational money, it's also about how you feel about it. Because rationally, it would make a lot more sense for me to just pay somebody 40 or 50 bucks every 3 weeks maybe to mow this lawn and have to do that every single summer. But something about that just is so annoying to me and I just can't stomach it. So I would rather my mother spend a bunch of money on an electric mower and then I spend a bunch of money on some headphones that I can use to mow the lawn. It doesn't make rational sense. But hopefully with this new setup, I can do it less often. It'll be less annoying. In fact, it'll be enjoyable. It was enjoyable listening to a podcast. So get some sunshine, get some movement. It's not that bad. Come on, man. But anyways, that'll do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good one as always. Enjoy the spring weather. There's nothing left to say. See you later.